think they're winning? People. They're beating Russia. Russia's losing the war. So what are you talking about? If anything, it's going good for them. If anything, this was actually good for them.
No, it wasn't.
What's good, YouTube? I know. If they win, it'll be good for them.
What will they get? They don't want to invade the country.
They'll get their freedom and they won't have to worry about Russia ever again. And then what if they want to take over some of Russia's land? They could do that.
They won't. I already know.
I know. They won't. They're the good guys. But they could if they wanted to. What's cracking, G? How's your night going? Feed me. How about yours, JC? How do you know they wouldn't want some of Russia?
Cause
what?
I don't know. How do you know they wouldn't want none of them?
Who would want some of Russia? It's cold over there. It's nothing but ice. Why do you react to upstate homies music no more? I do, carnal. It's just that, you know, whatever people send me. It's because I don't really know any upstaters. That's why. I just react to whatever homies send me. But for the homeboys, I never choose the homies. Whatever the whole northern homies send me, and then certified matches it up because I don't want to hear the rola before I react to it. Feel me? Because then that's like, it's not really a reaction that way. If you know the rolas, you know. Kind of like, it beats the whole purpose of the reaction, in my opinion. You know, we legitimately like to, you know, free ball it. OG Black Show. OG Black Show shouted you out. OG Black Show? Is that a channel? Yo, what up? What's good, Ruben? Who's the good guys? Hey, who's the good guys in this war? Ukraine. Because Russia's the one that just went in there, you know, trying to push their weight around. ¿Qué pasa, homie? What's good with you, Jesus? What's hood, G? 7-0 Deuce is definitely up in the building. Danger, what's cracking, like it? What's up with the Lakers? We don't talk about them. Nah, the Lakers. You know, Russ, bro. Russ is just. I don't even know what to say about Russ no more, bro. That's like. That fool's. You know, listen, dog. He's not that guy no more. He's not him no more. He's not. He still thinks that he's that guy, bro, when he's not, bro. He's not that guy no more. He's far from that guy, bro, as a matter of fact. What's going good, my boy having a few cold ice. What kind of beer you drinking? Drink it. If you don't mind me. King Cobra, carnal. You already know, right here. We do it the getaway. The only way. On Halloween, someone set my neighbor's car on fire and tagged up their house, though. Damn, serio, my boy. Damn, One Flint. Hey, where do you live at, One Flint? Because honestly, man, they be going down in your neighborhood, my boy. They be seeing all kinds of crazy shit. That's not even crazy, bro. It's like, you got to move out of that area, bro, because it shit be crazy over there all the time with you. Palabra. What up, my G-Shadow? I was just cruising in Pasadena, back now. That's right, homie. You getting your cruise on? In Pasadena? By the Rose Bowl or what? You were hitting them 3-wheel motions? Ukraine's ain't the good guys, dog. You got your facts, huh? Let me guess. You believe that that Nazi thing, huh? Just out of curiosity, do you believe that Nazi propaganda? That, you know, they have an agenda to push and the Nazi, you know, what? Because, you know, all that shit is a bunch of lies, bro. And we did our homework. And it was like, the fact that people think that the Nazis, you know, are controlling Ukraine is already like, goes to show the times we're at now. He's collecting that check. Serio? What check? OG Black, cartel. Oh, he does cartels? Órale. I'm gonna have to scope that out. So he covers like cartelists? That's crazy. What about you sipping up, bro? Does Bottle tastes better than can. Yeah, because can gives it that aluminum taste. That's why bottle's always better. Brainwashed by the news. Nah, we don't watch the news, bro. We don't believe what the news says. All news is propaganda, my boy. All news is propaganda. We go and we get actual facts, bro. We actually research stuff. We don't listen to what these news places have to say. Not Fox News, not local news, not CBN, not NBC, not nothing. Because they all full of crap, bro. Equally. We go and get the facts where the facts are. Because I already know by hearing it from somebody else, they're only going to tell me what they want to tell me. You know what I mean? Their agendas. Mama didn't raise no food, my boy. He's playing better off. He's better off the bench. Yes, he is. But still, though, like, even off the bench, like, there's times where he's doing good, and then, like, I don't know if, like, he strokes his own ego or he boosts himself up that he starts, going back to the same shit. Like, all those wild passes that he throws, his turnovers are out of control, bro. You know what I mean? And some of the shot selections that he does, knowing damn well that his percentage from three is like atrocious, he still takes it when he has his open teammates. Yet for some other reason, he decides to take the least effective shot that he hits statistically wise. It's like, bro, if you know you hardly ever hit it from there, why the hell do you take that shit knowing damn well that you have all these other options? Especially if you're gonna be the point guard, you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to, be the general on the floor, but like instead he just rather like fuck it, he wings it. Have you heard of Cholo Juan from El Rio? And have you watched his video? I think I'm not too sure, bro. If oh yeah, the homie from 805. No, I think I scoped out some of his stuff. I think I'm subscribed to him. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't really watch too much street channels, my boy. To tell you the truth, honestly, I rarely watch street stuff.
What are you guys doing?
Just left the. Oh, the one right there where the mall's at. I mean, where the theater's at. No.
Okay, you guys need to be careful if you're on his bed. I said if he is on your bed.
Russia wants to protect their own people from the West at NATO. Look, that's the paranoia of Vladimir Putin, bro. I'll tell you what the agenda is. In reality, what's really happening is that Vladimir is paranoid. Not only that, he doesn't want to lose any of his, because he's a dictator. You know what I mean? So he doesn't want, all this freedom to spread so close to, his land, because he knows that obviously if you're a dictator, freedom is gonna be, you're not gonna like it, right? Because if people now rebel against your regime, you're most likely gonna lose your life. You know what I mean? When they overthrow, you and your goons, you're most likely gonna die. You know what I mean? So obviously, he's aware of that. So, he's not gonna try to let that shit happen. And the closer and closer it gets, the more and more paranoid he becomes. You know what I mean? Like, and with him is that he wants to establish the Soviet Union again. You know what I mean? That's why it's not gonna stop with you. If he gets Ukraine like he's not gonna stop at Ukraine. He's gonna go after all the rest too. Until he creates back the empire that he lost. That's his true intentions, bro. You know what I mean? He's a freaking maniac, bro. Who's paranoid because he knows the shit that he's done, isn't right, and he knows that people, it's only a matter of time, bro. It's that paranoia, bro. I got one of your. How do you local get over the addiction of being active, bro? Hardest part for a lot like me. I still don't have the answer for that, bro. I still don't have the answer for that, homie. Honestly, I don't. That's something that we're still battling with. You know what I mean? So to be honest with you, I don't know. I hope to find out, homie. You know what I mean? I really do. I really honestly do hope to, one day have the answer to that. You know what I mean? I think that would bring me a lot of peace. Like once I find the answer to that, I think, like I think truly then it's like I'll be at peace in myself. I went to a dispensary over there. Like, damn, my boy, that shit must be top notch shit. Oh no, wait, but you're in the SGV too, huh? Never mind. So you're not that far from Pasadena, no? Because you're like by Puente, no, and all that. So, Pasadena, my hometown. That's right.
Is that supposed to be that good?
There is Nazis in Ukraine. Look, no. I know there's Nazis in Ukraine. Yeah, that is true. That's 100. There is Nazis in Ukraine. But they have nothing to do with the government or anything, bro. They have, put it like this, there's Nazis here in America. You know what I mean? There's Nazis in Argentina. There's, Nazis in a bunch of other places, bro. But that doesn't, mean anything, There's a whole lot of Nazis in England, in Great Britain. There's a bunch of Nazis there. But that doesn't mean shit, though. And Britain's got a gang of them, bro. Like England and all that shit, they got a gang of Nazis over there. That's just crazy. They're probably the one that has the most amount of Nazis right now, if anything. Respetos from Salem 503. Fuck with your channel. Hey, gracias, carnal. I appreciate that. That mom always getting switch. Yeah, no, bottles taste better because, like you don't taste that aluminum taste. You know what I mean? What's good, man? You're falling to the narrative. No, here's the thing. I'm not saying that the United States is saints. They're far from that, bro. The United States are not santos. You know what I mean? Because they're greedy, hungry, crooked bastards themselves. You know what I'm saying? But just because I'm saying that Ukraine's not the villains here doesn't mean that I'm siding with America or I think America's like hands are clean or they're all pieces of crap. You know what I mean? But I'm saying in this sense, look, it's 2022. You don't have the right no more to go into another country and try to disrupt the way of them living because they don't want Russia. They don't want to be a part of Russia. Then you're gonna want to come and enforce your culture, your religions, your currency, and everything on them, bro. And try to pretty much force them to, you know what I mean? Like. You can't do that no more, bro. Like everybody, you just gotta let them be. This whole thing about conquering lands and all that shit's over already, bro. That shit's already over. People already are too. See, back then people were uneducated, so when people were taking over and conquering, it was like whatever. But now that people are educated and they really know, why people do what they do and the outcomes and shit like that. Nah, bro. People ain't down with that no more. Where's the proof? Bro, don't you see all the videos of people from Ukraine that upload it and that are saying that they don't want nothing to do with it? I mean, the proof is in itself, bro. You see that Russia tanks and soldiers are getting attacked by civilians, my boy. They're getting bombed on by the very own Ukraine city, not Ukraine soldiers, Ukraine civilians, bro, that are throwing Molotovs at these fools and everything like that. That's coming from the people, bro. The people are doing that to the Russian soldiers. They don't want them vatos there. If they really wanted to be a part of Russia, they'll be helping the Russian soldiers, bro. But the fact that they're doing the opposite goes to show they don't want them vatos there. You get what I'm saying? That's the same narrative that the United States was using when they were in Afghanistan. We're there to protect them. No, you're not. These people don't want you guys there. They didn't want them fools there. But the United States was saying that we're there to protect them. How so, bro? They don't want you there. You know what I mean? That shit was all pure propaganda. Like pretty much what the United States did in Afghanistan, that's exactly what Russia was doing to Ukraine. That's why I didn't agree with none of that shit. That's what I say. It doesn't mean that the United States hands are clean. Nah, bro, their hands are dirty. One of the dirtiest ones too. Because at the same time, they don't protect like Taiwan and stuff like that because they actually really care about their people and stuff like that. Nah, it's for whatever beneficial for them. Because it's all a one big cash scheme, bro. It's all about the cheddar. I only listen to porn. No, mames. Stroke news. What are you saying? No, what I'm saying is my opinion. You know, from what I have gathered, I'm not saying that they're facts. I'm saying that these are my opinions and how I view it. Just got off work, but spark this. They cover lies with lies. They just flip. Again. Everybody does. You know what I mean? It's always one big old mess, bro. I already researched that, bro. But see, I could see the narrative that they're spinning when I watch stuff like that, though. You can always tell right off the bat, too. Shout out to Richmond. Woo woo. You think Donald Trump's gonna be our president in 2024? Or are you against Donald Trump? I'm not against Donald Trump. I'm not for Donald Trump. See, I dislike Donald Trump, but not for president. You know what I mean? I dislike him as an individual, as a human being. I don't like him because of his narcissism and his sociopath tendencies. You know what I mean? I just think him as an individual, he's a piece of crap. But as president, he was like whatever. He was just like every other president that has came along the way. You know what I mean? Just there to benefit himself, bro. Like all the rest of us. You know what I mean? Because the fact that I get it, people dislike him because they say he's racist when he's not a racist. You know what I mean? He's a narcissist, bro. He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about a racist, like you have a motive, your race, right? He's not looking out for the white man either, bro. He's only looking after himself. That's it. You know what I mean? Because if there's a rich black man, a rich Mexican, or a rich anything that comes through with a deal that can make him some money, he will accept that deal and do business with them individuals. You know what I mean? Because he could get something out of it. Something will benefit him. He's not a racist. He only looks after himself and himself only. He don't even care about his kids, bro. He only cares about himself. I know the white people got this illusion that thinking that he actually cares about white people. He doesn't, bro. He only cares about himself. That's it. Nobody else. What are you watching? Hey, bro, he'll date, Mexicans, and he'll do business with them if they can make it money. That's not a real racist. It's not. You know what I mean? See, the reason why he has said some of the crap that comes out of his mouth is because he knows how to work the audience, bro. He knows what they want to hear. You know what I mean? He shows up to these towns and he's like, yeah, we're going to build that wall. And then, because he knows that these people, that's what they want to hear. You know what I mean? He knows that they dislike, Latinos and that they want these walls. So he goes to these places and he's like, yeah, we're going to build the wall and all that, to get them pumped up. And then he leaves and he forgets about it, bro. Like, oh, we're going to come through with that. Nah, I just said that for them to shut up. That's what he does, bro. He just goes to places, tells people what they want to hear, and he doesn't really, fall through with it. He's just an empty vessel, dog. He just promises stuff and doesn't really come through, Unless, like I said, unless it really benefits him in some way. But do I believe if he runs again that he'll win? Yeah, probably. The way that this is nowadays, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Put your tongue in the middle of it and then just make it nice.
I believe that right now, nobody is fit to be president because our, politics became a circus, bro. It became a power struggle. Right now, what it is a power struggle. Republicans want the power. Democrats want the power. They don't want to work together as a unit, as a team, to come to the table to better our country. No, they don't. What they want to do is be the ones that say that they won. You know what I mean? And rub it in their faces. Haha, you lost. We won. We were right. You guys were wrong. That's what it became, bro. That's why Democrats won't, see none of the Republicans' bills, even to give it some thought or to vote on some of the Republican bills, and vice versa. The Republicans don't do it to the Democrats because they feel like if they do, they'll be traitors to their political party. When that's not how our politics work, that's not what a democracy is. If you're afraid or ashamed or wouldn't, just even give the other side, the benefit of the doubt, or even sit down and listen and take it into consideration. You know what I mean? Because you feel like you'll be a traitor to your side, then that's not politics no more, bro. Then that became gangs, bro. Nah, they're the enemigas, bro. I can't side with the enemies, homie. I ride for mine and mine only. Yeah, that's what it became for barrios now. That's what our politics are now. They don't want to be traitors, homie. Chales. Democrats to the casket drops, homie. Like, no, mames, ¿en serio? Ya nomás falta que rayen esa madre en las paredes. Be driving down the street and you'll see Republicans for life. Do you know any homies from Salinas? Like Northerners or Southerners? I know Southerners. Well, I know some Northerners too. But as of recently, but not like from back then. Kíbele, carnal, saludos and respetos to you and your family. Hey, what's good with you, güero? What's cracking like it? The leaders are in. Nah, I think their egos are too big to be in cahoots. Because if they're in cahoots, that means that somebody has to be the leader, somebody has to take the L. And these guys' egos are so large, my boy. They're not gonna want to be the ones that take the L. Especially in public. Hell nah. It's not the way those fools behave. Shit. They gotta look like they're the ones that are top notch, top dog. What up, homie? Saludos. Are you stating your opinion? Yes, I am stating my opinion, my boy. I never come on here saying that I'm right and you guys are wrong and I'm saying facts and you guys, nah, these are just my opinions. There's sometimes that I'm doing, I'm debating and then people, who I'm debating with, they actually get me to see it from their perspective. Like, oh, damn, I didn't bother to think of it from that point of view. You're right. I actually listen, like, I get, I never come on here thinking that I know it all and I'm the right, and I'm right. Nah. Shit, I've been wrong about a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Bro, freedom. Why? Okay, now we're going down the rabbit hole. What's the whole purpose for invading Ukraine? Lost dream for the past? Yes! Yes, Ant. Exactly right. Sad but true. He wants to reminisce, bro. It's that guy that wants to, he wants to, take it back to the old days, and it's like, bro, those days are over, bro. They're long gone. For some odd reason, old people, they just want to live in their better days, bro, and back in the days. But El Vato needs to get with the times. Has stated this as well. Russia will not stop with. Oh yeah, that's a fact, bro. That's the reason why all the rest of the countries that used to be a part of the Soviet Union, that's why they're terrified, and that's why they're telling the United States they have to get involved, because they know and he himself, when he gave his speech, right, the first time when he came out and he gave that speech, about the invasion and everything like that, he himself right there stated, about, how great Russia used to be when it was the Soviet Union and how much power they had and wooty wah. Bro, right there, you could already tell he was giving you a glimpse of what he wants Russia to be and where he wants Russia to be. You know what I mean? And even when if you look it up, if you research where Vladimir, it's like a part of his biography. If you get to the part, I'll even put a link right here. If you get to the part where he talks about the Soviet Union, bro, just read that, my boy, and right there, it'll tell you everything you need to know about that man, fool. And those are his words. That he wrote in his book about himself. you could tell right there, bro. If you read just that part, you already know. Nah, this vato right here, he was devastated when the Soviet Union, collapsed. He thinks it's the greatest catastrophe in world history, bro. Um, how wrong it was and how it should have never happened and how, you know what I mean, bro? Like, you could just tell that vato's like, chales, I want my empire back. And of course he blames the West, you know what I mean? A dictator's always gonna blame wherever freedom's at, bro. You know what I mean? Because obviously, it puts a danger onto because there's these people now with the internet, they start seeing how much freedom people have and like how people, should be, able to live in their countries and stuff like that. And when you're a dictator, that poses a threat to you and your regime, bro. Like, oh shit. Like, so they're starting to get wild. They're starting to get out of hand. You know what I mean? Because remember, there's certain things you can't do in Russia. Shit, the males can't even leave Russia, my boy. Like, I'm a human being. You're going to tell me where I can't leave this country. I'll leave if I fucking want to. They're not allowed to leave, bro. You're going to tell me that there's nothing wrong with Russia. And that's not propaganda, bro. And the reasons they give is baffling, bro. It's like, you really believe people to really buy that? Like, okay, that's a firme answer? No, it's not. You're fucking crazy. Did you hear about how upstate sureños are starting to kick it with writers formerly known as Northern Writers PC Cats? Are they? I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. That could just be something that people say. I don't believe in he says, she says. I only go on facts. You know what I mean? Because, of course, people are, if they dislike upstaters, they're going to want to say that. You know what I mean? But until I see that upstaters are hanging around with them, then I can't say that that's what's actually happening. You know what I mean? Because then that's just he said, she said. Bro, there's multiple videos of Ukraine committing war crimes against their own people and soldiers in swastika. Oh, I know. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of like here. When you see these Nazis committing crimes, to individuals, but that doesn't mean that the United States condones that or sends them, because you get a lot of that here too. You know what I mean? But that doesn't mean that they're in control and stuff like that. See, that's the thing though. Like when people put it out there like that and they stir the narrative that way, of course it's gonna make it seem to us outsiders that that's what's happening. But it's like if I grab a bunch of videos too of what these guys with swastikas and all that are here in California do, you know what I mean? Trust me, and I put some music in the background and and make it sound like, oh, bro, trust me, it'll look like some real deal shit, bro. It'll look like, oh, hell no, the United States is. That's the problem with the internet, bro. Fools know how to manipulate on here. Remember, because they got agendas too, bro. It's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? It's kind of like this. It's kind of like when the people say, the people that are flat earthers, right? That they say that, people that believe that the earth is round, that, oh, and that's because they only tell you what they want to tell you, right? That everything that you have read in books and everything like that is all wrong, that is misleading because they put all of that to trick you guys into this and that. And it's like, okay, so what makes you think your world is flat? Oh, I mean, look, if you look at this research over here, yeah, but just like how you told me that could just be the propaganda, that they're lying to you and everything, then the person that wrote that and tells you that, then that could be propaganda too and lies and everything like that. Just like you said that this, how do you know that this is? How do you know that is? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, oh, so the person that wrote your shit, what you believe in, that information is right, but the person that wrote this one, that's wrong. Because, you don't have any proof either, but yours is the right one, and I just got to take your word for it. It's the same shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, how do you know the person that wrote that is in line in this lies? Like, nah. This is the real deal, bro. Yeah, your convenience is the real deal. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, everything you have seen and read and it's all lies, bro. But look, we have real footage here. Like, oh, that's the real footage? All right. But just like you said that these videos could be fake and everything, can't those be fake too? Nah, because the guys that did these, they said that they're telling the truth and they wouldn't lie to us. Oh, orale. I mean, these guys said that too. No, but trust me. Oh, okay. I mean, I've been hearing people say, trust me about stuff that Illuminati and with the Wilsons. Bill Clinton was in office. My boy, we're still waiting, homie. When is this gonna happen? When is this gonna happen? I've been told always, watch, you'll see. We wait. President leaves, another one comes in. That president leaves, another one comes in. And we still waiting, my boy. We're still waiting. And it's like, damn, my boy, for these fools planning to take over the world and their agendas, I mean, fuck, it's taking a long time on me. I mean, some of them fuckers even died already, and it's like when is this supposed to happen? Like, either they're really bad at planning shit, or I don't know.
Gotta get the DC on you, bro.
Like, we're still waiting for all this stuff to occur. Every decade, there's something, bro. We sit here waiting and nothing ever comes, bro. And it makes you wonder, like, I think this shit's legit. It should be lagging it, no? Upstate homies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they are in the Central Valley. What? I would know. Yeah, we need proof, my boy. We can't go based on what people say. We need proof. Because trust me, a lot of people say a lot of stuff. That's why I never go based on what people say. Like, when people tell me about this person's no good or that, I don't take people's words for it until I see proof. Then I can't take people's word for it. You know what I mean? We're from the old school, my boy. Unless we see proof, my boy, then we can't say these people are this or that or whatever. We need proof on this side. I know there's other fools that go based on what other people say, but nah. Here, it's proof or nothing, bro. Even if you're a solid homie that's never told lies and you're well respected and pinche vato de aquellas and a real one, we still need proof, my boy. And we can't take people's word for it. Just trust me. There's been times you take somebody's word for it. Turns out that the vato's word was, just one time. I don't know. Maybe he was in his feelings or I don't know what happened. And now you end up in the problems. Now, like, oh, well, you said it, my boy. I know that you heard it from him, but you repeated it, my boy. So, like, where's the proof? And they're not going to accept none of your excuses. You can say, nah, well, hey, the homie. I don't care, my boy. You still said it. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's how fools end up in a wreck. So that's why it's better. Even if it's your brother or your jefe that told you, my boy, you still need proof. Because you just never know, homie. That is how you survive. Never go based on what somebody tells you unless you have proof. That's why when people tell me on here, oh, this person's that, this person's that. Until I see proof, my boy, he's nothing. You know what I mean? That's how the game goes. Pasadena's like 20 minutes away. Oh, man, that's kind of far. It's not too far yet. I'm right here. No, it's not because it's because dizzy shots have horrible lights. Serio? Get a brass knuckle then. They're better anyway than the stizzies. Bro, the people from Numbers is trying to become a part of Russia. No, but see that was Russia. That was Russian civilians when they had invaded that part a while back ago. Because remember, they were supporting the militia that was there, right? Russia was giving them weapons and everything like that, and that's what the Ukraine military was fighting. The Ukraine military was fighting these group of I would you could kind of call them terrorist groups, kind of, you know what I mean? But they were made out of Ukrainians that descended from Russia and Russians that lived there in Ukraine and that part of Ukraine, and the Russian military was supplying them firearms and weaponry, and that's what the Ukraine military has been fighting for a cool minute. Oh, trust me, my boy, we could get in. We could go in on this. And that's proof, my boy. That's facts. Even Vladimir himself has came out and said it, bro. So you can't even say that. Where's the proof? My boy, that vato came out and straight up said it. Because, you know, he don't give a damn. Fool's gangster. That fool's like, we were supplying that man what? They ain't wrong.
Yeah.
If you haven't been there personally. Yeah, that's true. Then Stizzy's right here in Pomona. It is the lowest in the last time I was. Damn, 30 minutes? Other shops right here, my boy, you just go in and out, you know, like that, ding, ding, ding. At the end, Afghanistan feels just waiting for the drugs, oil, and yeah, you know, they went for the cheddar. Torrance is up in here. That's right. Shout out to Torrance. Much love and respect. Carnal from always. There's a South Central La Florencia. That's right. Shout out to Florence. Whoa, whoa. Tommy Flax. I really pornographic. The Daily Beat. Damn, my boy. Serio? Shit. They had hard evidence. And that newspaper, that's why you like reading it? Nothing but hard evidence on that one? Pinche 626 maniaco. Do you think dealing with your program is best to talk to someone about what they think you should do, or just think about it yourself and come to your own conclusion? I think it's better when you are looking to make a decision in something, that it's better, you know, to hear other people's opinions, right? Not so much for them to, for you to, you know, go based off of their opinions, or just, you know, to look at it from their perspective, but more, maybe you'll realize, you know, maybe it was a missing piece that will help you now come to your own conclusion. You know what I mean? To see it in your own way, but it's always good to come to your own conclusion. And, you know, you'll see that it turns out to, you know, obviously you'll have the same, you know, results like as in other people. You know what I mean? But at least, you know, you thought of it yourself and not going just based off somebody else's opinion. That's the beauty of this country, that you have the ability to do that, because in other places you don't. Whatever they say, you pretty much have to go based off, you know, what they say. You don't get to think for yourself. That's a beautiful thing about America. You know, that everybody could voice their opinion, even if their opinion is different from you or whatever. They're entitled to feel and see it however they choose, even if it is like, you know, full of hatred or, you know, racist or whatever. At the end of the day, they're entitled to feel and live how they choose. Now, it might come with some repercussions, maybe an ass whooping, or might get smoked or whatever, but at the end of the day, can nobody take that from you? You could say and feel however you choose. Now, I'm not saying it makes it right or anything like that, but I'm just saying they do have that, you know, they do have that right. That's why I can't knock people for them having their opinions, you know what I mean? Like, because they're entitled to them. That's actually how we learn, by debating, by disagreeing with each other. We learn, you know what I mean? And we only get better, you know, as individuals, you know what I mean? Because we learn something new, you know. People should never shy away from debates, or be intimidated by them, or find them annoying and stuff like that. Like, no, you want people to debate against you, you know what I mean? Keeps your game on point. Who is your favorite little rascal? No, it's Spanky. Mine's is my favorite little rascal is the one that eats the pickles. I got a pickle. I got a pickle.
Which one? The black one or
the white one?
Best friend.
Yeah, his best friend.
Oh.
Hey, isn't he the one that owns the dog with the? That's his dog, no? Or whose dog is the from the Little Rascals? Isn't it that vatos? I know that one of them has a lizard. No, the one that talks like this.
Froggy?
Oh, is that his name? Yeah.
They're way off.
I can't do it, boys. That shit is funny when their clubhouse is on fire and he's on the water hose and he's like floating in the air. You know that scene was filmed in my neighborhood right there. You know when they're racing with the go-karts and you know where they go into the rouse and they knock the people over? That's in my barrio right there. That scene right there. That's the rouse right there in the neighborhood. Where that rouse is at, across the street, is where the Bank of America shooting happened. Where they robbed the bank, it was across the street from that. It's crazy, huh? And you can see like when they go and they turn the arrow, you know, for the other go-karts to go the wrong way. That's right there when you're going to the neighborhood, well, to the park, the park where we chill at. But, you know what I mean? You gotta pass that sign. Well, that sign's not there no more, but. Homies had those wall mounted. They had to keep, you know, cleaning them up because they don't want them to go out in the scenes of the movie. She's not those haters. I know.
When Trump was still young, somewhat young.
Oh, I know, semi-young. I forgot he came out of that movie. Donald Trump isn't racist. Yeah, I know, he's not. Trump has done so many things since losing the election.
Like, I didn't know he came out in The Nanny until the other day.
He came out in The Nanny? Oh, yeah, he did. And he came out in Home Alone.
I don't think I've seen him in Home Alone yet.
He's the owner of the hotel where he's staying at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he sees him in the lobby. And he like smiles at him like a weirdo. Hey, relax. That fool's owned by Michael Jackson, homie. Hey, go find yourself somebody else. Trump has done so many things since losing the election. There is no way he can win the next election. You'll be surprised, bro. The way that the world is and how many crazy fucks there is and idiots, that nothing surprises me no more, bro. Well, the following is the liberal media will portray him as yeah, that's one thing that I hate. That's one thing that I hate that they do. I hate the propaganda games that are played by both sides, by Fox News and by the liberal media. You know, like you could see the nonsense in both of them. You know what I mean? Neither side is right. They're both playing the same fucking game. With their damn propaganda that they spill, you know what I mean? If you can't even say nothing, if you can't say nothing positive about the other side or about who you're running against and stuff like that, then bro, then I'm not taking your word for it because that already shows how bitter you are as a person. You know what I mean?
Are you done with your food?
No.
That you can't even say like, you know, that you gotta be insulting and that you can't even say like, oh, okay, well they have a valid point about this and that. Nah, because then they feel like nah. I can't say nothing good about that because then that makes me weak. I'm telling you, they became like gangs, bro. Like,
damn, Andrew, you still have a lot.
Like the way they carry themselves is fucking ridiculous. Like, and this is the person I'm supposed to believe is telling me the truth? Person that can't even say, you know, something, you know. So you're telling me that vato has no good idea at all. Not even one. At all. Nope. That's crazy. That's crazy though. That's real crazy.
Really?
You'll be a basketball player, baby.
I could dribble yours.
Ay. Vieja. Slam dunk you right in your mouth.
Stupid ass. Better than mine.
Obama is one that deported us all. Not Trump. Yes! About time somebody says it. And Trump didn't put them kids in them cages either. Finally, people that come with facts. I hate when people were saying that Donald Trump put those kids in the cages. No, he didn't.
He could have let them out.
Yeah, he could have. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the bastard was right either. But I'm not saying that Obama's hands were clean right here too. No. Those hands are dirty. Oh, they're definitely dirty. A lot dirty. Like that shit he pulled off in Libya. Motherfucker over here calling bombs on people that had nothing to do with nothing. So that Obama's hands are far from clean, my boy. Like far from clean. That fool was no saint either. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. he was probably the best, decent president, we have had in a while. You know what I mean? But far from the saint that people paint him to be. But nonetheless, he carries himself better than Donald Trump. Donald Trump's just some guy that comes on here and forgets he's president, and people look up to him because he's president. And he starts belittling people and making fun of them, and just like acting so childish, and it's ridiculous. Insulting people's weight and how they look. Like, bro, like this is a debate, homie, of how we should fix our country, and you're telling me that the best counter argument you have is that the guy has a big nose or he's fat?
I think the last time he looked in the mirror was like.
It's like, what the hell? Like, that's your counter argument, and people eat that up. Yeah, crazy Ted, and then, the insult, the names and everything. And it's like, that's your counter argument, bro? Oh, yep, this guy doesn't know. And then what I hate is that people start repeating it. Oh, this guy, crazy Ted, don't know what he's talking about. Like, ta madre. Fool said nothing at all, just threw him, slapped him on a label, and people ran with that. I'm like, oh yeah. Yep, name calling, Oh, shut up, you're a loser. Or when he couldn't even admit he was wrong about the hurricane hitting Alabama, that he drew it with a Sharpie. It's like, bro can't even admit that he was wrong. Instead of admitting he was wrong, he drew it with a Sharpie, homie. Like, that's what we came to, Donald Trump. That's where we're at right now, carnal. Instead of just being like, you fucked up, now you gonna go ahead and draw that shit with a Sharpie, fool? Fucking guy. Trust me when I say that neither side, for some odd reason, when I saw one side, one thing I hate is that people are like, oh, Obama was like, oh, fuck Obama and Biden too, bro. What you think that I'm over here siding with people, bro? I'm not siding with nobody. We ain't liberals, we ain't Democrats, we ain't Republicans, we ain't conservatives, we none of that, bro. Our politics are full of shit, period. I refuse to be a pawn in their fucking game. It's the same bird, different wing, dog. So ain't down with the left, ain't down with the right, ain't even down with the middle. Know what I mean? We ain't down with none of them. What kind of firearm do gang members carry? I have no idea, bro. I wouldn't know. They don't even carry. They carry Nerf guns, my boy. Why do I automatically assume they have to carry guns, my boy? They could be carrying something else, like Bibles or cotton candy or something. Yeah. If he really cared about himself, he would not be going through the shit that's being poisoned. That's the thing, though. He cares about himself. I never said he was intelligent. He lies and he tries to make it seem like he's, more than what he's not, and that's what gets him in trouble. You know what I mean? Is that very behavior of him wanting to put himself in that pedestal that drags him all the way down to the ground, because obviously he's not intelligent enough to know that what he's doing is, you know what I mean? And that tends to happen to a lot of people with big egos, my boy. You know what I mean? The lies start unraveling, and they just, they can't even clean that shit up no more, that they end up burying themselves. Because instead of just coming out with the full-blown truth, my boy, they just can't, bro. Your Shadow, you got IG. Shadow M.O.D. Entertainment. I think that. What's good, my boy? Hey, I seen you on the SPM topic. Truth be told, one. HS always a chick. Look, one thing I'll say about SPM. People think I'm hating on him. Bro, he was a talented rapper. I had his CDs, bro. You know what I mean? I fuck with his music. One of his songs, The Dead President, was one of my top favorite rolas. The individual was chingon at rapping, skillful, one of the best that we had. But when that shit hit the fans, my boy, those CDs went out the window, and fuck him, and period. I'm not hating on the vato. I'm not jealous or nothing. Nah, bro, we fucked with his music. But when you do that kind of shit, my boy, I can't be bumping that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck how good of a rapper you are. I don't give a fuck how good the rola is. That's some sick shit, homie. You're supporting somebody that touches kids, bro. And I ain't with that. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on him because he's from Texas and Cali fools always hate on Texas. Bro, this has nothing to do with none of that. Has nothing to do with jealousy of his career, bro. It has to do with facts, homie. You know what I mean? El vato is sick, homie. And for people to think that, why can't he be that? Why? You think that he's immune to it? No one's immune to that shit. You have had pedophiles that were judges, lawyers, police officers, gang members, doctors, from the highest to the lowest and everything in the middle, my boy. There have been sickos, from celebrities to all of it. Why is he different? Why is it impossible for him to be, that not that? Nah, bro. I get it. People fuck with his music. Maybe some of his jams, you have your best memories too or whatever. But at the end of the day, it doesn't change the facts on him. Can't be supporting that kind of shit, homie. That's wrong. And it's even more crazy the fact that people rather blame the children than that sick bastard. I mean, they should know the state of the world that we're in. Like, oh, they lied and that lie. Grab a child fool, tell them a lie, and tell them to stick to that lie with interrogators, interrogating them, detectives, and going on court and stage and blah, 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 and having them stick to that goddamn same lie, bro. They're going to be terrified. They're going to spill the beans and give you out like, nah, they made me say it and blah, 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 blah. Nah, bro. If it was touching kids, my homie. Plain and simple. It was a sicko, homie. I mean, even in his raps, and if you go back and you hear his music, he says it in his music. It's just back then we didn't really pay attention to that kind of shit, but now it makes sense. When he was talking about that his future wife isn't even born yet. Nah, dog, come on now. You know what I mean?
Literally oak.
Feels a weirdo, homie. Like, yeah, I was picking her up from the middle school and she had a backpack, but, I didn't think nothing of it. I mean, she did look young too, but I mean, yeah, of course. Lie to yourself. That way, creating this illusion. Oh, yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. Somebody that's people be like, nah, homie's intelligent, homie's on game, homie's on point. Nah, he got his shit together. Nah, he knows what's up. Yeah, that vato wasn't able to tell that Jaina wasn't her age. At the convenience, people want to make him seem, high intelligent, and then they stoop him down to stupidity where he can't even tell that this person's underage. But yeah, he's sharp and intelligent, and it makes no sense, dog. Choose one. Which one is he? At your convenience, you want to play, you want to play it as a factor. Nah, bro. It's not how it works. That's why he got convicted. Because people were able to see through all that bullshit. People be like, it's because they wanted to bring him down. Who? Let's face it, SPM, he was well known, whatever, but that vato was no Tupac. Relax, that they're going to be spending all this money to pay off all these huras and lawyers and judges, courtroom after courtroom and everything to lie, to try to bring this person down. You're going to spend all kinds of feria, and now you're risking of losing your job because you're doing shit that you're not supposed to be doing. And all these people are putting their jobs and everything on the line to bring down SPM? I didn't realize he was that influential. A lot of people don't even know who that vato is, but this is who the United States government is going to target right here. Because people look into what they see, what our tax money goes to and everything, and it's going to go to this? They're going to risk it all, my boy, for SPM? Hoy no más. Su puta madre. Like, damn, dog. Maybe for a chop or something like that, because, bringing in all the drugs over here and everything is be fucking shit up. I could see them doing some dirty shit to bring that vato down, but SPM? The fuck were they going to benefit? What was SPM doing? Vato was making movidas like that? Relax. Vato wasn't making power moves like that. He was a good rapper. That's all he was, my boy. Get off your high horse, guys. No, I'm being that serious, bro. They carry Nerf guns. Why can't they carry Nerf guns? Why do you think I'm playing around when I say that? Órale, Jesús. Serio, 6-6. Play the victim, bro. Like, hey, how many people has your homeboys killed? No mames. Like, oh well. I supposed to believe that was. Yeah, they think we're dumb, bro. Was busted with Speedy from Bradford Street when he was fighting his case. Yeah, that's the homie right there. Speedy look, tall, skinny, has a hood on the back of his head. That's my boy right there. It's the homie. Stop that. You watching the fight tomorrow? Maybe. People need to understand that. We as humans can only live for the moment because we can't go back in the past. Yeah, for real. Can't live for the future because we don't have no clue what the future brings. Ah, beautiful words, my boy. Testify. And now that's for some solid shit, bro. You ain't lying, homie. You ain't lying, bro. That's facts, homie. If I could pin comments right here on the live, I will pin yours. Cause that was some deep shit. That was real talk. You think Russia bad? What about North Korea? They can't even watch TV. Yeah, they can, and they can't even get a haircut, my boy. They can't even have Edgars. The disrespect. Can't believe that Kim Jong-un does not allow Edgars in North Korea. He's a true monster. How could you not allow Edgars in North Korea? Tonight, because in North Korea, you're only allowed to have, I think there's only 4 different hairstyles, and that's it. It's against the law to have any other kind of hairstyles. You know, so you either have to have your hair like the president, which is like, shit, damn, that hairstyle ain't no wonder you don't see that vato with no jainas, homie, because pinche vato con ese pelo, no mames. Pero bueno, you know, el vato thinks he's, you know, Fabio, but, you know. Hey, that country, there's no food in North Korea, but yet that vato's bien chonchito. Ese güey sí come. That food not missing no meals. Have all the rest of them skinny as hell. Yeah, that motherfucker's eating everything.
He was on a diet. He actually lost some weight.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Nah, he got lipo.
They even said that he's more happier now.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. He's so happy he's gonna allow 5 haircuts now instead of 4. How do you think he'll look with an Edgar? Kim Jong-un.
Probably Edgar. Is it connected to yours? Huh?
The charger?
No, the Bluetooth.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but Kim Jong-un. You're right. North Korea does have it bad. There's other places too. Like in those weird-ass countries that no one's ever heard of. Okay, so why do they...
How did you do?
Money, my boy. Money. It's all for the mighty dollar, for the Benjamins. North Korea. Cuba type shit. Yeah, North Korea don't give up. Ooh, dog. Because that vato likes to be the king, homie. You know what I mean? They like to feel that power, homie, that people praise them and actually bow and kiss their feet and shit like that. I'll see soon. Nah, we'll be waiting, Carmen. Neta, we'll be waiting. Like, who knows? You might be right, homie. For all we know, you know, you never know. You could be right. You know what I mean? Hey, the day that actually does happen, my boy, I'll make sure that I, you know, be like, hey, ¿sabes qué? Hey, carnal, you were right. I was wrong. ¿Sabes qué? Te ventaste, compa. And then we'll vote for you for president. You know, because like, I mean, you have the skill to figure that shit out, homie. Then, ¿sabes qué? Para mí, that's for sure. You got my vote, homie. You already know. I'm being dead serious, though. I'll be for real. I mean, if you were able to predict that, then you should be the man. Because that shit takes skills, homie. Like, damn, this vato nailed it right on the dot. ¿Sabes qué? ¿Sabes qué, homie? That's it. The first, you know, homeboy as president. That's some crazy stuff. Yeah, they really think that got him. I'm not careful. Because they don't. Legally did. But the amount of evidence that they had against SPM, my boy, that's the thing though. With other people, like with charges like that, like when they're there, when they wrongly convict somebody, they're going based off of the testimony of a key eyewitness that had, you know, I guess a lot of merit to them, maybe a police officer or somebody like that of that nature, you know, because that all plays into factor, you know, the jury and how they painted this person, you know, to be and stuff like that, that, you know, they get wrongly convicted. But here you have a lot of evidence, you know what I'm saying? That's the difference though. You know, I do understand that people get wrongly convicted, but the amount of evidence that they had is ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's the key difference, though, because I do understand that people get wrongly convicted, and always because they take this person's word over this person's word. But when you have all this evidence, it's kind of like, okay, it dismisses that, but it doesn't dismiss all of this either. And it's like, oh yeah, you know. But see, SPM knows that. He cries wolf on that. You know, he tells people, you know, people get wrongly convicted and everything because see, SPM thinks he's superior to everybody. He thinks he's smarter than everybody. He thinks that people aren't really gonna go digging into his case and digging through all of that to see, you know, what it really is. And it's like, bro, you got us fucked up. Like, we're not just gonna take your word for it and be like, yeah, you know what, ¿sabes qué? Nah. It's because he thinks that people are too lazy that they won't really actually go and do that. Nah, my boy, there's people that will research that, and you got us fucked up. I got jumped by vatos from ECT one time coming out because they thought I was a norteño because oh damn, serio, that's fucked up. It happens, my boy. Don't trip. Happens to the best of us. You know, when you get jumped just because vatos in their feelings. They're already pushing the agenda, already trying to make kids eat bugs. What's wrong with eating bugs, my boy? Ain't nothing wrong with that. They actually have a lot of nutrition. Facts, my boy. They do, though. Legitly. I know people say it's disgusting, but they actually do. I used to do this. That wearing the wrong color only just was not wearing nothing like that. A lot of vatos had these. Yeah. But that's one of the largest neighborhoods over there. Wait, what is that Vicky's Town or Barrio Sur 13? There's two, no? There's the Vicky's and then there's the Barrio Sur 13. I remember I went to chill with the food shop and did not know unknown drive. We're trying to remember. Should be crazy, bro. Oh. Serio? Well, I noticed that. Yeah, they do have like a lot of Caucasians. I noticed that that more white people from northern tend to turn out to be gang members than down south. I mean, we have them here too, just not at the number that are up there. Probably because there's more of them up there, no? I would figure that's fine. Russian. I was right there at the Payless Shoes next to the Rouse right there, bro. We were stuck in that Payless Shoes for a cool minute. We were buying some zapatos for my carnala. We're stuck there because, you know, pinches balazos were flying and everything. Because we had to miss school that day. So we woke up late. My Eva was mad. Danken and Dranken is on. I'm watching, bro. Serio? Firme. I look like Nate Dogg. No mames. Nobody does it better. Fox News are nothing but fucking cowards and followers. Yeah, they are too. I hate that fuck out of them too. Obama did catch Osama. That is very true. Tapping in, my boy. Que pasa, Shadow? What's good, the Jedi? What's cracking like it? He is the biggest. What's good with you, Hollywood? Kiwa from Nellas. That's right. Cypress Park Boys is definitely up in the building. Whoa, whoa. Shout out to the boys. I suck at Modern Warfare, my boy. I be getting spawn killed all the time. Fools. Almost like they knew all in a spawn right there, bro. Somebody's snitching on me, homie. I'm creating a Cali Mac burger. Damn, that sounds legit. A Cali Mac burger? That sounds crazy, my boy. It almost sounds like it would be better than the Big Mac, the Cali Mac. This vato. Nah, that legit does sound like a burger, though. I ain't gonna lie. What up, homie? I just picked up on your video not that long ago. Respects from 714 Santana. That's right, Rick. Shout out to Santana in all of Orange County. From Subway. Is another sick loser? Hell yeah, Jerry from Subway was a weirdo, my boy. That vato was doing all kinds of crazy shit. You know? That fool was grabbing them charity funds to fly his ass to Taiwan to sleep with all these underage girls. That vato was crazy, homie. You ain't lying. That vato was doing all kinds of maniacal shit. Fool hook up with hyenas just to sleep with their underage kids. Fucking dude. That's another weirdo right there. But since he was a Subway guy, nobody, believed it. There's people that say that fool's innocent too, my boy. No lie. Shit, there's people that say Jeffrey Dahmer's innocent, carnal. I'm not even making that up, bro. I wish I was. That fool has a fan base, my boy, that actually was talking about how he was wrongly convicted and stuff like that. Hey, I wish I was making that up, bro. But honest to God, bro, that there's fan bases out there for these sick bastards that they say that they're innocent. So it doesn't surprise me when I see that people say SPM is innocent because, I mean, if they say Jeffrey Dahmer's innocent, my boy, then, I mean, of course they're going to say, shit, there's people that say Osama bin Laden didn't bomb this. Like I say, bro, you're just going to have pente that they just don't want to believe nothing the government says that. It's not that they have proof or whatever. It's just that they don't like the government and they just don't want to, believe the government at all about anything that they say. You know? And that's 100% facts, my boy. There's some people that just don't want to see it just because they don't want to see it, just because the hate they have for certain individuals that they don't want to, see that maybe they, could be honest about some shit and stuff like that. They don't want to give them that, home. It's their pride, bro. It's always pride. You know what I mean? That's it. Yeah, they're not, bro. Like, that's some weirdo stuff, homie. Like I say, it's not that I'm hating on the vato, like I used to fuck with his music. The homie was, legit, dog, but shit like that, homie, don't fly. I know that there's a level to people that are no good, homie. You know what I mean? Like, we're not talking about somebody that did something he wasn't supposed to, or old feria, or some shit like that could, be seen, maybe some kind of way or whatever, or somebody that maybe, they just politicked against him or whatever. We're not talking about that kind of bad, homie. You know what I mean? We're talking about somebody that, has that jacket of touching kids, my boy. That's something different already, homie. That's like, bro, even them weirdos on the other side ain't fucking with that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, the worst thing that you could be, coming from the streets is a snitch and somebody that touches kids, my boy. There's no coming back from those two. Those two things is forever you're tarnished. That's just the way it is, homie. People can say what they want and tell whatever tale that they want to tell. I mean, it's not gonna change a goddamn thing, bro. That shit already. Yeah, and he was picking her up for a long. Hey, for that fool. Yeah, he admitted he was picking her up, but he thought nothing of it. Según él. Come on, the hyena looks young. She got her backpack on. You're picking her from the sky. I mean, come on now. Carnal, like, serio? Like, no mames, way. The fact that he confessed to that, bro, it's like, yeah. But he thinks he's smarter than the game. I'm telling you, my boy. Because he's SPM. He knows that he'll have a fan base that will say he's innocent. I'm trying to be respectful. I'm from Texas. So I'm telling people here we're make excuses for a event. In Texas, no disrespect. I'm just being excuses for it. Yeah, Yeah, that's crazy. Those wannabe gangsters here. Eso es todo, carnal. What's good, my boy? What's cracking like in Carlos? Um, something really dark about Texas. Nah, but he doesn't reflect for Texas though. He reflects for himself. I have always said that. One thing that I don't like when people do is like wherever a person's from or whatever, and like let's say he ends up doing some weird shit like that, like where people be like, oh, well, that's how people in Texas get down, or that's how people in New York get down, or that's how people from that city get down, or whatever. Like, nah, the hell, you got it fucked up. Like, them individuals do not reflect on the city and the people that reside in those areas and come from those areas. Those behaviors only reflect on themselves. They're pieces of shit, because of the way they are, not because that's how people are bred in those areas. Nah, that only speaks for them and them only, not for the areas, not for the size, none of that, just for themselves. You know what I mean? Everything else is just done for attention. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I saw them folks get down over there, and shut up. That's one thing I never understood, that people do that shit. Like really, bro? And they say it like if it's facts too. Like, nah, trust me, homie. That's how that gente gets down on that side. Like, damn, serio, all of them? Mira nomás. Everybody from over there? Yeah, homie, each and every one. Oh, okay. Spencer. You're crazy, huh? Barrio Cypress Crooks. That's right. Shout out to the Crooks. It's a trip, though, where society broods, or people align themselves with, or people even repeat. It's crazy. Pero bueno, that's the world we live in, no? It is what it is. It baffles me. He'll be out in 2047? Damn. Well, only time will tell. What's good, my boy? The bold cut. Nah, he has like a little style in the front. What up, everyone? What's good with you, Sloth? No, yeah, they only have 4 different hairstyles, my boy, and look them up too. The hairstyles are gacho, homie. It's grave. Like, damn, serio? Texas full of fakes. Nah, no mames. You don't know what I see? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nah, Texas is crazy, my boy. Says they're not gonna let SPMIE, mingle with all them sharks, my boy. Nah, they'll handle stuff in Texas and all those areas too, my boy. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes, like I said, look, just because a person hasn't been touched yet doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. I'm not saying that I wish, bad upon him and stuff like that. I'm just saying in overall, you know what I mean? It might take a year, it might take 2, it might take 20. Don't mean it's not gonna happen. That's why Takashi shouldn't be, be lovely that it's been a few years. Oh no, my boy, that shit doesn't leave ever. It's only a matter of time. That's the whack part. You don't really live. They know that. It's a cold game, bro. Real cold game. Was wrongly convicted after. Oh, there's been people that have been wrongly convicted longer than that, bro. There's been people that got in the death penalty, my boy. They've been, executed, and then it turns out that they were innocent. Look it up, bro. There's been a few cases like that where they executed the individuals and they turned out to be innocent, and then they had to pay the family, all kinds of feria because of it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. A lot of black people back then were wrongly convicted for shit, and they just bought into it because of the racism back then. And they were executing these individuals for crimes they didn't even commit. There's been people that have been executed for killing, their spouse, their wives or whatever, and it turns out that they were alive and well. And I wish I was making that up, bro. That's crazy. Obviously, she ended up going to jail after for that. You know what I mean? For faking death and wudu. And I was inspired by some bugs at the other day. I was tired running up the steps hill, but then I saw the little homies carrying rocks, boulders up it. Isn't that crazy? See,
Mom.
that's somebody who has a brilliant mind. Somebody that finds that amazing because it is how amazing that shit is. How mind blowing it is. See, that's right there. That's a sharp mind.
That's why you gotta say sharp.
People may see it like, the hell are they talking about? Like, nah, bro. Like, gotta see the bigger picture in that. That's real cool shit. I dig that. I dig your mental, my kind sir. Yeah, their work ethic, their strength, their I'm telling you, bro, their shit's. And we think we're superior. Can't even get our shit together. We can't even get along with each other. Motherfuckers over here making it happen. And we just fuck it up for them. It's the worst part about it. State Street locals, I said mine. That's right, homie. Shout out to the State Streeters. If I don't know his way. His wee wee? Nah, I don't think he's still seen that part yet, my boy. Cali people would outcast their own people for some viewers. The Texas people just make excuses to get. Nah. That's not speaking facts. That's speaking opinions. I'll try your videos. Hey, gracias, carnal. I appreciate it, homie. Cali people will. No, don't. Cali fools, not for the right reason. Cali fools, no, they play those games too, my boy. They play that treacherous, favoritism and bull jive game too, homie. Let's not come on here and start telling lies either, my boy. You know what I mean? We gotta keep that shit 100. The game gets treacherous everywhere. Like I said, I could only come and be 100, bro. I can't be repeating lies either. I've been watching you for a couple of months. I like your videos. Well, hey, gracias, Carlos. I appreciate that, homie. Who would say literally? Seriously. Salados Full Blast Shadow. That's right. Man in the Jaguar Paul. Go subscribe to homie's channel right there, homie. That's another homie that's, been places and has a sharp mind on his show. You know what I mean? Go peep out his content. Anyways, tell me, why does Texas stick up for it? No, that's just some people that stick up, and we don't even know if it's street people that do it. You know what I mean? Unless we're in the streets in Texas and talking to these individuals and really mingling with these individuals, then we can't say that they're sticking up for him and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just because you see a few guys on the internet doesn't mean that they're actually street people. They're on the internet. How do you know they're actually street people? It could just be people pretending to be street people. Unless you really know, unless you're actually there and really, and not just the internet, because the internet's full of all kinds of, actors and liars and fakers, and you know what I mean? Because you can't really see who these people are. So just because you see them write a comment, don't make it true. Any vato could just make up an account right now, put a picture, and say that they're from any gang. They could just make up a gang and just put it in and run with that. Don't make it true. You know what I mean? Unless you're really out there with them individuals. Like I said, that's why you can't go based on what the internet is saying and what you're saying on here. This shit is just, it's nothing. It doesn't count for shit. What counts is the real world. This is just, entertainment. This is just social media. So you can't earn real stripes or bones or shit like that on here. Just because you're talking shit to people who you consider your enemies on here doesn't mean that you're putting in work or you're making your site look good and, you're doing the gangster stuff. Because ain't nothing gangster about that. This is just the internet, bro. That's all it is. Don't count for nothing. So I never come on here yapping a good one. For what? The fuck is that gonna count? I see we're partying here tonight. Ya sabes, carnal. Whip it out. Crack it open. Una no duele, hijo. Una no duele. The Raiders owner has a bowl cut. Is that why they've been losing? Damn. Snake Nine doesn't enjoy how he's leaving. No. That fool has to look over his shoulder all the damn time. Fool's paranoid than mother. He has every right to be. Because some guy out there is just looking to make a name for themselves, and they see that that's the opportunity right there. Some crazy lunatic. How does 6ix9ine enjoy his living? He doesn't, bro. That fool. He can't go nowhere, bro. And he's constantly paranoid of, hey, who's coming over now? Who are they bringing? Who's he with? Do I know that? Where are we going? Who's there? Who's gonna be in that place? No, bro. So can't do nothing, homie. Hey, gracias, my boy. I appreciate that. It can only be me. That's all we can be. Says he doesn't enjoy it because he can't do what he really wants to do. Yeah, because he's a fool and an idiot, and he wants to do idiot stuff. He can't do that no more. What's on and cracking? What's cracking lacking? Get jumped in by getting there. Email. That was a cyber gangsters get jumped in by getting their email hacked. Damn. That's some gangster shit. Nah, they jumped them in through a Zoom meeting. You have a Zoom meeting, you have all the the screens everywhere, and that's how they jumped them vatos in. Damn, that's grave. They tell that fool that he has to punch himself for 30 seconds while they watch. Like, just sock yourself up, bro, and we'll watch. And we'll tell you when ya estuvo. I can picture that going down like that. Serio, huh? He's a witness protector. Yeah, hell yeah, that fool is.
No, I can slip through this.
Yeah, that vato just. And I can't believe people didn't see that coming. Like, really, you didn't see that coming. Like I seen that shit coming from a mile away. You could always tell by the size of vatos' mouths. The more they talk, and the more disrespectful they are, and the more they be calling out people and stuff like that, those are the ones that are the fastest to crack. Those are the ones that are gonna break. Those are the ones that are gonna spill the beans on everything, bro. Everybody knows that, bro. Loudest motherfucker's always the softest one. He's got to put that illusion that he's what he says he is, because he can't stand on his own, Because people don't have to say, the work speaks for itself. If people think, somebody's soft or something, they could just go and ask about a homeboy, and right there, the homie don't have to say nothing. The work will speak for itself. You know what I mean? To validate homie. But since these vatos don't have no one to validate for them, just, say that what they're saying is true, whatever, that's why they always got to be, barking this and that, is acting all tough, because they know they can't be validated, bro. That's the only thing they can stand on, that illusion. And it works for some, because they get some people to actually really see them like that. Damn well they never done the thing in their life. Like, damn, hey, has this vato even never put in work? Like, oh shit. Hey, you know what, man? I was calling out that vato, said, fuck him, that fool. He didn't want that smoke on me, he didn't want that fade, all right? Hey, man, I'll call him right now, fool. I'll tell him right now to throw people off. Oh, damn. What were we talking about? Well, I don't know. I forgot. Like, shit ain't working, bro. Hey, what work have you put in? Like, damn, you didn't forget? Nah, we didn't forget. We're still stuck. What have you? Who can validate for you? I got some people right here on Instagram. They'll tell you that I'm crazy. Got some people right here on Facebook too. Got people on Twitter as well. Twitch. Yeah, period. What other things is out there? TikTok. I got my top 5 friends on TikTok can vouch for me, homie. ¿Sabes qué? You think I'm lying? Hey, let's do a Zoom meeting. A Zoom meeting? And let them know about that one time I was dissing that one vato on that one channel. You know, hey, tell them about that. Shit, I was getting crazy on that vato. Hey, tell them about that one time that I called that fool out on that website and that fool didn't want to roll through. Yeah, tell them about that time. I've been putting it down, homie. Like, ay, no nomás. Su puta madre. Vato doing drive-bys on the internet like no tomorrow. Shit, there's times I'm on 2 channels at the same time talking smack. Like, damn, seto, shit. Este vato de verdad es crazy. Guáchale. It's the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, you're not there. I'm better than you, kid. No, you're not. Yes, I am. You're not.
Was that where they clown on 13 of your pictures? Richard, how those vatos be rolling with straight up. What's it about that life? That they... Yeah, bro, it's true. A lot of these fools that get made, and it's like they're not really what they say they are. It's like, su puta madre. That illusion, bro. It's that cash scheme, homie. They know how to work the internet. What you think about Sugar Shake? 6ix9ine. Well, he's not a gang. Look, like here's one thing I'll say about 6ix9ine. You know, he's trash, he's snitch, or whatever. He's trash. He's trash to gang members. He's trash to the gangster world. To everybody else that are non-gang related, non-affiliated, like people that don't belong to no gangs and stuff like that. Nah, to you guys, he's everyday civilian. Like people don't have the right to view him as trash if they're not from the streets. You know what I mean? If they're not from the streets, then he's just another individual who did the right thing. You know what I mean? Who reported, crimes and, got criminals convicted and stuff like that. He's a hero and stuff like that in how society's supposed to be. So regular day people don't get to view him as trash because they're not gang affiliated. So, you know what I mean? To them, they could hang out with him and they're not seen as a snitch sympathizer or none of that because they're not gang related. You know what I mean? You can't call them that if they're not from the, that only works if you're from the streets and you're hanging around with these kind of people. Then it's like that. But if people don't have these ties, then they could hang out with them and not be seen as or kicking it with trash and stuff like that because they're not affiliated. You know what I mean? So you can't view them people like that. So they could kick it and talk to whoever they choose, without having to worry about being seen one way or another because they're not from the streets. That only works for those who come from the streets. So everybody else could, chill with him and there's no issue. You know what I mean? That only works for, gang members and stuff like that. Not everyday, civilians. Like that, can you believe this vato's kicking it with a snitch? Where's he from? No, 6ix9ine, he was a pirate. No, the vato. Oh, he don't gang man. And so? No, man. No, lo que está diciendo este güey. Like that is what everyday people are supposed to follow our rules too. Su puta madre, ¿te imaginas? What other rules do they have to follow of ours? You'll find out. Now we dictating what people should do and shouldn't do, like how they should carry themselves. What other rule should we set for society to follow? Since we're just handing out the reglas like it ain't no thing to do. Like, nah, man, I wouldn't kick it with that vato. Why? Well, because you snitch. You from the streets, my boy? Nah. Then what does it matter to you? Oh, well, well, I one time heard a Tupac song, homie, and if I kick it with him, I might feel guilty. Like, no mames. Like, I think you've been watching a little bit too much TV, homie. Like for those individuals that see, like, when they're not gang related, they see it that way. It's like, what? This vato watch Blood In, Blood Out one time y ya se cree bien, vato loco. Bless you, baby. Like, nah, people can chill whoever they want, They won't be seen, no type of way. Like I said, that only works for street people. You got poop on them? No mames, way. Don't even trip, fool. Grab a white spray can and spray paint them. You got this. Just píntalos, güey. Píntalos. Don't even trip, my boy. And then put an air freshener on it. The new car smell. Se go to sleep. Oh, está bien pedo ese cabrón. He sharded. That's why. When you shart, what you think? Oh, this long. Did he? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we go end it right here. We've been on it here for a while already, and I gotta take a mean as licazo. Ain't even gonna lie. We outs.
Dad, you know you play.
I don't play what?
Dad, you know you play Modern Warfare.